Hello there. This is Tosin Shosonya of the Tosin Shosonya podcast, where we talk about faith, family, and leadership. Here, we put a spring on your steps so that you can live your best life. Welcome once again to the show. Welcome to today's episode. My family and I went to see MOANA, the human version, and I love it. I really, really love it. And it got me thinking and reflecting. And here, today's episode is actually a reflection of that movie based on our series on identity. Sometimes the hardest thing to live isn't a place. It's a version of yourself that everyone else loved and applauded. A version that people celebrated. But guess what? That may not be the version of you that will serve your calling or your purpose. Have you ever noticed how some of the strongest handcuffs aren't made of iron? They're actually made of love. They're built by people who truly wanted the best for us, which is why we really question them. For most of my life, personally, just like MOANA, I've been a daddy's girl. I've been protected, provided for, deeply loved. And let me be clear, there's nothing wrong with that. That is actually a very good thing. Every child deserves safety. Every daughter deserves care. Protection is a gift. But every gift has a season that it is serving. What shielded you at 5 may hold you back at 25. What has kept you safe at 10 may quietly be your limitation at 40. Sometimes the very hands that taught us how to walk become the hands we keep waiting on before we take another step. Not because they are meant to trap us, but because we never learn to trust the strength God has already built in us. We begin to wait for permissions, and we may never get it. Just like MOANA. For years, I grew up thinking obedience was the highest virtue. Well, it's the environment I grew up in. You are rewarded for being compliant and obedient. So I obeyed. I became dependable, even responsible. I became the good girl, the one who didn't cause trouble, the one who was always called sweet, the one who read the room before she spoke, the one who carried expectations so well that people mistook them for personality. I learned to anticipate needs, avoid disappointment, and earn affirmation through performance. And somewhere along the way, I stopped asking, who has God called me to become, really? I started asking, who do people need me to be? How do I need to show up in this room? How do I need to show up for this person? Who does that person need me to be? Those are not the same questions. One of those questions leads to purpose. The others lead to exhaustion. People pleasing is deceptive. It looks like kindness. Performance looks like excellence. Approval can feel safe and can feel like love. But eventually, even your soul knows the difference. One day I woke up and I realized I wasn't just protected anymore. I was hesitant. I second-guessed myself. I was waiting for permission all along, forgetting that God had already given me all the permission I needed. I confused caution with wisdom and familiarity with faithfulness. That's when I understood something important. Not every wall in our lives was built by our enemies. Some were built by love, because a familiar place always feels like a safe place. Some by culture, some by tradition, some by fear dressed up as wisdom, some by our own need to be accepted. The tragedy isn't that those walls existed. The tragedy is believing that they were meant to stay. The Father who protects us is also the Father who prepares us. Throughout the scripture, we find that God never called people to remain where they were comfortable. Abraham had to leave home, and from the look of things, it wasn't like he was doing bad at home. Moses had to leave the palace. Ruth left what was familiar to her. Esther stepped into uncertainty. Peter had to leave the boat. That which was very experienced in and was actually cashing out. In fact, he had to leave a major breakthrough. Even Jesus left heaven. Because love doesn't only protect, love also prepares us. Now, the scripture that says, leave your past and the familiar in Psalm 45 is beginning to make sense to me. Maybe we've been mistaking safety for calling. Maybe we've been mistaking approval for peace. Maybe we have been waiting for someone else's permission to become who God already declared us to be. Hear this. Growing beyond old limitations does not dishonor the people who loved us. It honors the God who is still growing us. Our parents may have introduced us to life, but only our Creator can reveal why we were given the life. So maybe the question today isn't, who have I always been? Maybe it's, who am I becoming? Because identity is not rooted in other people's expectations. It's rooted in the one who formed you before anyone else ever had an opinion of you. And when your identity is rooted there, love no longer becomes a cage. Actually, love becomes the key that sets you free from that cage. It becomes a wind that teaches you how to sail. Thank you for joining me on this episode today. Until I come your way again, remember, you are not becoming someone else. You are becoming who God always knew you were. So give yourself a chance. Bye for now.